What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good one. Welcome to a new video. Let's thank the Lord for another day and let's get started. So today I got some more Path of Exile. Kind of been binging this season. It's been fun. And hey, I got my second build for the league. And I went with a Cyclone Slayer. Cyclone is one of my favorite skills in the whole game. Absolutely love it. That's why I keep going back to it. And this guy is awesome. He crushes it. So much damage. Absolutely loving it. And going from my first build, which was the occultist, real weaker, this was fun to play. So much damage. But hey, I hope you like it. If you do, you know what to do, baby. Drop some thumbs. Hit that like button. It would really help me out. And hey, come subscribe. Come join the Odie Nation. I'd love to have you guys. Peace out, baby. Yeah. Alright everybody, welcome to another video. I kind of wanted to give you an update on what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. So since my last video, I told y'all I was going to go try some of the melee, and I went with an old favorite of mine, and that is Cyclone. And we went with an Impale Slayer, and this guy is insane. The damage is through the roof, and hey, I hope you like it. So let's get into it. So first, let's just get into the gear. Here is a sword that I kind of rolled myself and put together. It would be ideal to get the Starforged sword, which has the suffix or prefix, you can shock, your physical damage can shock, but it's been almost invisible for me, even being in the trade league. But hey, let's get into this. This thing's pretty tough. We got just some rare helmet, and that mana reservation efficiency comes in handy. We are using the Calm's Heart for that 1,000 life. Some resistances. Now these 2 rings, it's very important to have the channeling skills have -4 to total mana cost. Both rings need that, because that makes our Cyclone free. Spin forever. Alright, this right here was mainly for strength and intelligence, because we were lacking in that area. And we got us a belt for some resistances, and we got life and mana modifiers on it. Just a little bit of extra life. It didn't help much, but alright, we got some boots. Well, let me show you these gloves. Just some regular rares for resistances. Now these boots were a nightmare. Like trying to roll these, I bricked them twice, so it took a while to get all this stacked up the way I want it. And we still ain't done. There's some other things we could do to make it just a little bit better, but these boots were insane to craft. But let's get into the flasks. We're using movement speed, critical strike chance, suppression, and our armor flask. This one's very important, the Lion's Roar. It adds knockback, and it is awesome. Alright, now what? Alright, let's get into these gems. We got Cyclone, Awaken Brutality, Impale, Awaken Melee Physical, Close Combat, and Pulverize. On our helmet, we're using Life Tap for Enhance, Mark on Hit, and Assassin's Mark. On our boots, we got War Banner, Tap, Life Tap, and then Flesh and Stone and Blood and Sand. Now here we got our auras. We got Pride, Precision, and Enlighten with Herald of Purity. Alright, if you look over there to the right, we got max resistances, and I do want to show you something in POB later, but just to kind of show you our critical strike chance without anything is sitting at 61%, and our DPS is at 186, but I've cycled into this while I was spinning around in some enemies and some maps, and I've seen it up to like 800, 900,000. So the damage is there, and it's just awesome. With our flasks going, and I don't know how to say that. With everything up, with our flasks up and everything kicking off like it should be, we are max spell suppression and max crit chance. So we would always be critting, which goes in with these boots. So you're always going to have elusive, onslaught, and tailwind almost all the time, which is amazing. Alright guys, we are level 95, but I'm going to show you the skill tree and show you where I'm going next. We're just kind of running through here, getting some of these nodes, some life right here. Right here, we got this timeless jewel. I don't know if it's any of them that'll work, but this one worked very good for me. Gave us this gain 1 rage on melee hit, so we get to use rage. So my next point will probably go here for the melee strike range, or this Impale chance, 10%, and then 25% critical strike against unique enemies. That would be my next 3 points upon leveling. But let's show you what we got right here. We got the 10% more physical damage, 40% increased damage with hits against rares and uniques. And then we got 120% crit strike with our swords. Come down here, we got a large cluster jewel, and we took 2 regular jewels to help out with our Impale chance and critical strike chance. And we got Battlefield Dominator and Heavy Hitter. Let's go up this way. We do have a few tattoos here. Down through this strip, we take some of our dexterity and put it into a stun avoidance. So right now we are 98% stun avoidance, so we cannot be stunned. Here we have, let's see, get in there. All right, here we have some melee strike range. We've got some suppressed spell damage right there. Come over here and we get an extra, or we get chance to frenzy. Come over here, we got some life. Up this way for some more attack speed and strike range. I know we don't hold a shield, but we'll still take it. Got some more suppress and more chance to avoid stun. All right, now over here we have critical strike multiplier. These, if you don't put all these mana ones in, then you're not going to be able to hold all these also. Otherwise, you will not be able to equip everything and use it properly. You have to have these. But all right, to finish off up here, we have chance to suppress spell damage is lucky, which as high as ours is, we probably don't need that there. All right, and we do have a Watcher's Eye for helping us with our precision and our pride. Intimidate makes enemies take increased attack damage. All right, what else? We do have an anointment on our necklace for more critical strike chance. That pretty much maxes us out once we get to spinning full speed and all that good stuff. All right, I think that's everything. So let's check our ascendancy. We are using impact. Goes good with your close combat. We are using the critical strike thingy over here. It's called Overwhelm. And Bane of Legends. More physical damage. And that cannot reflect the physical damage. I hate trying to avoid that on my maps. It's a pain in the butt. But now we don't have to. And Leech, baby. This will keep you alive. As much damage as we're doing, we are getting some leech coming in, and it is amazing for survival. Now, one thing to point out with your skills, blood and sand is amazing. Now, when you're on the offense or you're bossing, you're playing destructive play or something like that, then you're going to want it in blood and sand, because that's where all your damage is. Like right now we are in blood and sand, and my cyclone is sitting at 186,000. Now, on the other hand, when you want to level, which I'm trying to do now, we will stay in sand stance, because then your defenses are insane. And yeah, you lose some damage, but still we're doing 158,000, which is insane. All right, I'll show you the Pantheon. We are using the stun proof guy over here, help us with our stuns, because I hate being stunned. And frozen, it's a big help not to be frozen all the time. And I love this one right here, less duration of ignite, but also the burning ground. Increase movement speed while on burning ground. So, you know, throw that burning ground down there. I'm going to play all over it, baby. All right, everybody. Y'all asked for POBs and stuff like that, so I kind of started playing around with it, trying to learn the system. And, I mean, I still don't know everything, so I just kind of wanted to show you how this was set up. But when you have all your power charges and frenzy charges and stuff like that, and you have all your flasks active, you are max on your crit chance with a 500% multiplier. Also, your spell suppression chance is at 99%. A 51% evasion. And our armor, it's got us some pretty decent hit pools here. Now, in a defensive situation, you're going to come over here to configure, and you're going to change your stance to sand stance. And if you notice, your defenses went up and your DPS went down. So in those situations where you're afraid of getting one shot, swap over to sand stance, and that'll help it prevent you getting slapped around, which is where I keep it when I'm trying to level. I will stay in sand stance while I'm leveling, but when I'm bossing or anything like that, swap it over to blood stance, and your DPS goes through the roof. But I just wanted to show you the max crit and the max spell suppression, and say thank you for putting me on to POB. But it is a very useful tool. Hope you like it. And hey, if you like it, you know what to do, baby. Drop some thumbs, hit that like button. It would really help me out. And hey, come subscribe. Come join the Odie Nation. I'd love to have you guys. Peace out, baby. Yeah.